What's up, guys, and welcome to the Highbury Standard. Arsenal have beaten Coventry City at home 3-0, and fantastic professional start to the Premier League. I spoke about how I wanted to see good, scintillating, attacking football. I talked about how, I wanted to score goals against this level of opposition. And I talked about how I wanted Melakel to be able to, manage the squad. And he did exactly that. I'm happy today. Not over the moon, not elated. It's Coventry City at home, but saw a lot of promising things, and we're going to go ahead and dive right into it. Obviously, before the game, news came out that Bruno Guimaraes, suffered an injury. Unfortunate, it can happen. It seems like a lot of our signings tend to suffer injuries right before the season starts, and he decided to go with Declan Rice. That's the one thing I think I'm going to be critical of today. I think Zubimendi should have played. Rice, of course, has been playing the World Cup with a lot of pain in his back. Though I think a lot of the rationalization behind the Bruno Guimaraes signing was this idea that Rice should be eased back into the Premier League season given the injury he was carrying. So the fact that he went with Rice as opposed to Zubimendi kind of makes me question exactly what role Zubimendi is going to have in this team moving forward. There's a lot of rumors and speculation that there might be an offer coming in from Real Madrid and that he might be moved on. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what his future at Arsenal looks like. But apart from that, first half team looked good. It looked lively. There was a clear intent to attack and score goals. And even at halftime, they pulled, Bukayo Saka to the side, and they actually asked him, how do you manage the game now that you're 2-0 up? And Saka actually said in the halftime interview, he said, no, we want to score more goals. We want more. We're going to do more. We're going to come out and try to score. And that's exactly what I want to hear. Too many times last season, we would score a goal up and just try to manage the game. So the fact that the mentality, first game of the season, is we're 2-0 up, but we want to score more. We want to be a more attacking team. We want to continue to be the main protagonist. That's exactly what I hear. That's exactly what I want to see. And we got that in abundance. Of course, Odegaard goes ahead, gets the third goal. And then Arteta changes the team. Brings on the likes of an Eze, brings on the likes of a Marino, a Zubimendi, and takes off key players, Martin Odegaard, of course, being one of them. And that's absolutely fantastic. Every 15, 20, 30 minutes that we can save our players in every single game is going to add up when it comes to crunch time at the end of the season. We've had a lot of injuries, a lot of problems, a lot of cramping, and unfortunately, some of our main players missing some of the most important games in our season. So to see that level of squad rotation and management from Arteta, I'm very, very happy to see that. But of course, you can't have that without being able to take care of business and putting teams away and being 3-0 up by the 60th minute. That's exactly what we need to see more of against his opposition at home. Zolis, for me today, was a standout player. Absolutely fantastic. Very, very efficient. He gets into an area of danger, wants to whip the ball early, first time into a dangerous area, tries to cut inside, look for the goal. If not, passes it on. Doesn't really do anything silly. Very, very efficient winger, but don't want to give too much praise. It was Coventry City, so there's going to be tougher, fullbacks and tougher defenses to break down, but so far, very, very, very promising. I think the only player today that looked kind of shaky, in my opinion, was Madueke when he came on. You expect that against opposition like Coventry City, you should, be having a field day. And then once again, he's shown me that he's not really up to par. I was very, very skeptical and critical of that signing last season. And till even now, I am still questioning whether or not he's even an adequate backup to Bukayo Saka, let alone, a starter. So he needs to step up his performances if he's going to have a future at this football club. But overall, guys, just happy. It saw a lot of positive things today. Attacking football, professional 3-0 win, squad management. All in all, very, very happy and not a lot to complain about, not a lot to be critical of. So first game of the season, 3 points, 3 goals, clean sheet. What more can you ask for? Would love to know your thoughts below. What was your thoughts in the game? Who was the standout player for you? As of right now, how is this team shaping up? Is Zolis turning out to be the winger that we needed, or is the jury still out? Would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think below. And of course, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.